Welcome back. I'm going to try this again. I made an entire video just now of me playing a new bot on chess.com, but my audio wasn't working. Maybe there'll be a clip of it right here. Once I realized that's what happened, I decided, you know what, I'll fix that and I'll make another video of me doing the game review for that game. So I fiddled with some settings. I hadn't changed any settings prior to that video, but for some reason my recording software, OBS, changed a setting and my microphone wasn't picking up. But anyway, once I changed several settings to get it to pick up the microphone, I made a video of me analyzing that game or running through the game review. But at the end of that one, there was some weird echo, like I had two microphones running about a few milliseconds off of each other, and it sounded horrible. Maybe I'll put a clip of that right here too. And then I realized I could do this, and then I would be aiming at that pawn. But anyway, I'm going to play this bot again now that I think I have both the echo and the audio problem fixed. There was a new bot called Luk.AI, rated 490 from Slovenia, and it says Luk.AI is a self-learning AI modeled after NBA superstar Luka something. Maybe you follow the NBA and you know who that is. I haven't followed the NBA in a long time, so I don't know who that is. But I assume it's a real person. The bot is not a real person. I assume the NBA player is a real person. It says the more games he plays against chess.com members, the stronger he gets. Hopefully he's not too strong right now. I just beat him in 20 moves in the previous game, and hopefully this time it will not take too much longer than that. That introduction was longer than I had hoped, but we're going to play this bot now. Is it all cropped correctly? It looks like my microphone is working. Okay, we got e4 again, and what I did was play the Caro-Kann. And the bot brought its queen out here in the first game. Oh, it did that again. Okay, well, in the first game, I played knight to d5, but the game review said I should have played, I played pawn to d5, but the game review said I should have played knight to f6. So I'll play knight to f6 this time. See what happens. I moved the queen over there. Okay, now should I play d5? Because then my bishop will be attacking the queen. Let's do that. I didn't get that far in the game review or learning that because I didn't actually play this in that version. So now I think I should take this pawn, but I have no idea. Or I could threaten the queen this way and then take the pawn. I don't know. Well, let's take the pawn. See what happens. I assume the queen's going to go somewhere. It went over there. Okay, well, that makes sense. And normally what I do in the Caro-Kann after resolving this issue is I get this bishop out, but I don't think I should right now because it would be so easy for the bot to do something about that. Although if it brought that pawn up, I guess I could just drop that bishop back here and it would be okay. But I don't know for sure. I also, maybe I should play, no, nothing's protecting that square, so the queen would just win that pawn. Well, I'm not sure then. Maybe I should just put the bishop here and protect that pawn. It's already protected, but I want to get this bishop out. So let's do that and see what happens. That's what happened. Okay. I guess that's coming after this, but I'm going to play e6 now and then get this dark squared bishop out and castle. That's my plan. Let's do that. I might end up getting my other knight out at some point. Oh, that knight went back. I think that's probably a mistake of some kind, but I don't know. Let's challenge the queen with this bishop and see what happens. It went over there. Okay. Oh, it's aiming at this pawn. Should I do something about that? I could put my queen here and protect that pawn and then castle, or I could just let that pawn go. I'm going to put my queen there, and then I will see if I can castle kingside. The bot has thrown a pawn forward. Not sure what that was meant to accomplish, but I'm going to castle now, and I am up one pawn. Oh, we've shot forward the h pawn. That looks like it's coming for my king, but maybe it is. I can get this knight out here and then there, or I could get this knight out here and then there, or there. I think probably d7 is the best place for it. Let's do that and see what happens. The queen has gone back to its original square via a very odd and strange route. If you'll remember, it came over here, and then I think it went there, and then, yeah, it had a very strange route getting back to its original square. Well, now I can move my bishop here and challenge the queen, but I don't know what that would accomplish. I am getting a little worried about this pawn because when it gets to h5, it's going to be protected by both the rook and the queen, so I won't want to hit it at that point. I think I can go ahead with my original plan of putting this knight here, but it won't be going after that pawn because that pawn is also protected. Then what do I do when they play h5? I guess I could just play h6 and stop it at that point. I think that's going to be good enough for me. I want this knight a little more centralized. So should I go here? I could, and then aim to put it in there on d3, which will be protected by my pawn and effectively block that bishop from getting out. Let's do that, see what happens. Oh, they threw forward the B pawn. I'm going to go ahead with my plan of putting this knight in here. If they take it, I will take and undouble my... Okay, I'm going to undouble my pawns. And also that pawn is hanging. Their B pawn is hanging currently. So I could just take that. Not sure what else to do. Where's that knight going? Is it going to go here, aiming for this bishop? It might. What if I played h6 now so that bishop could escape if it needed to? Or what if I played this pawn forward so that this bishop could escape this way? Oh, also that knight might not be aiming for anywhere. They might be planning to castle. Although I don't know if they'd want to castle after playing their h-pawn. I'm not doing as well in this one, even though you saw I played knight to f6 on move 2, because that's what the game review said to play. But in that game, I won on move 20 with checkmate. This game, it doesn't look like I'm going to, unless the bot makes huge mistakes at some point. I'm going to play h6 and see what the bot does. It did that. Okay. Well, then I'll take this free pawn over here. Oh, the king has moved over. Instead of castling, it just moved over. Maybe it's trying to hide in there, which is, maybe that's okay. I do know I can bring this back and have something aiming here, and then I can put my knight in there. Let's do that. See what happens. Whoop. We're throwing more pawns. Okay. I'm not too worried about that pawn right now. I guess maybe it was trying to prevent a b5 pawn push. What do they do if I put this knight in here? Because I've given myself an escape route for the bishop, and then I'll have a knight and a bishop aiming right there. I think that's okay. They just pushed their h-pawn one square further forward. I think I can take f2 now, forking their rook and queen. See what they do. All right. Well, this bot has malfunctioned now. Let's take the queen. Looks like for free. And then still not worried about that pawn. If it gets one square forward, I will just play b6. Let's see, what can we do about that rook? I can put this bishop here and come after that rook because it looks like my knight is still safe right there where it is. Although I could get it back out here because the bishop is still... Let me get the knight out while the bishop is still guarding that square. Let's do that. And the rook is coming out to play. Oh, you know what? Now my knight's guarding that square, so I can check with this bishop. Let's do that. Okay. Then when I move this knight, they'll be in check from the other bishop. And if I move the knight here, will that be mate? No. Apparently not. Oh, because they can do that. All right. Well then, oh, now I'm not protecting my bishop anymore. Darn it. Oh, I can do that. Will that set up mate? Maybe. Can they stop that? They cannot. Okay, it took me 24 moves this time. It says you were the better player this time. Dobra Ingra wants to run it back. I'm going to assume that by run it back, the bot means run the game review, because otherwise I have no idea what it means. I'm going to click save game. By the way, I will put the link to the first game in the description, as well as the link to this game. Again, assuming that this video is recording audio without a horrible echo. Game review. Okay, according to the game review, I actually did a little bit better than I did in the first game. In the first game, I think I had about a 60% accuracy, it said, because I had a couple of mistakes and some misses, which are apparently blunders that aren't as bad as other blunders. If you've been paying attention, chess.com has removed the category called missed win, which used to be a worse bad blunder, but instead now blunder is the worst thing, and miss is what used to be a blunder, and blunder is what used to be a missed win, apparently. They didn't explain this as far as I know. I haven't seen any explanations for it. But if you hover over the word miss, it says a move that missed a tactical opportunity or a chance to punish the opponent. That sounds really similar to what missed win used to be, but they've changed the order. So miss is above blunder right now, and missed win used to be below blunder because it was worse. You would lose more eval position for it. But anyway, I'm going to click start review, and it says that's the last book move. Yes, because the queen jumped out there, and okay, we remember that far out. The queen jumping out broke the opening because that's not how you play the Caro-Kann. Okay. Oh, it says that was a great move. Well, how about that? I played a great move. Okay, good for me. And then the queen jumped back there, which apparently wasn't its best move. And then I took that pawn. It said that was best. Okay, and the queen moved over, and then I did that. And oh, that was my best move too. That was excellent. That was excellent. Oh, Yeah, I figured it was at least inaccurate to just put the knight back after you had just gotten it out. I don't know what their best move was, but that allowed me to do this, which it says was best. And the queen ran over there, and oh, that's excellent. Yeah, I supported the vulnerable pawn. That's what it says. Well, that's why I did that. That was a mistake. We thought that it was awfully weird for them to put that pawn out there. Oh, castling was good, but it wasn't best. I wonder what the lines say I should have done here. It says I should have played knight b to d7. Well, I was considering that, and I think I played that on the next turn, or knight to a6. I think I considered that on the next turn as well, or knight f to d7. Okay. Well, let's go back to the review. Castling was good enough for me. I still have a -5 advantage here. That's an inaccuracy. Well, I wasn't sure if it was or not, because sometimes h4 is the best move for white. When I play as white and I run evals, a lot of times the game review or the analysis board will say, oh, you should have played h4 here, even though you were about to castle into that open file. And but that's what, so I never know when that's good or not. And then that was my best move, connecting my rooks. Yes. Oh, that was excellent. I didn't realize that was going to be excellent. Probably was, because I was thinking about going in there to threaten their queen. Still, it just looked weird that all their pieces are back on their home squares on move 11. Excellent. Okay, that's good, but not... Oh, that was inaccurate. Oh, here's it. Use that word kicked again. The opposing knight is kicked by a pawn. I think it means kicked out. I'm not sure. It might be a chess term, but I think in just normal, everyday American speech, we don't say, like, I'm going to kick that person from their chair or whatever. You kick them out of their chair. We throw the preposition in. This isn't an English language learning channel. That was inaccurate. What should I have done instead? I should have played e3 instead. Okay, I thought they would just take it one way or the other. Oh, bishop to g3 now. That's g3, right? It says that's my best move, bishop to g3. And they wouldn't take it. Oh, the reason they wouldn't take it is because I would then put my queen in there. Oh, wow. Well, I wouldn't have seen that. I would not have considered that. I like my move. My move was inaccurate, but I still had a -6 advantage. And it says that was best, and that was best. Okay, well, that was my plan, was to have a pawn here, just kind of patrolling these squares. It blocks their d-pawn from going anywhere, which keeps this bishop mostly stuck. I guess it could have gotten out to b2, but they brought their knight out, which was excellent. Oh, that was only good. I don't know what I should have done there, but I still have a -5 advantage. That was inaccurate. That was good. Okay. Their king moved over, which said it was good. That wasn't even a mistake just to move their king over. Okay. That was also good. That was inaccurate. That was good. That was good. And that was excellent. Well, I thought it was, but then that was inaccurate. See, I would have called that a blunder because it allowed... Wait, that wasn't even my best move. What? Oh, is this where I should have just played here now? Is that what it is? Let's see. Oh, I should have just played there. I would have had a mate in 6 if I had just taken g3 with my queen right now. Wow. Well, I probably wouldn't have figured all that out, would I have? No, I don't think I would have. I took their queen, because once you take an opponent's queen and you still have a queen and everything else is relatively equal, it just makes the rest of the game easier. Even though that wasn't my best move, it definitely made the game easier. Well, that was a mistake because, whoa, that's a miss. Oh, I should have taken g3 again, right? Let me guess. Yep, I should have taken... Oh, now I have mate in 3 if I take this. Or knight to e3 check. Wait, if I gone knight to e3, they just would have taken it. And then I would have taken this pawn over here after having given away the knight for free. That's interesting. I don't understand the engine most of the time. I think my move was excellent, even though it says it's a miss. And they put the rook out there for no good reason. And I checked here, which was excellent. And they moved over, which was a mistake. I guess they should have gone to e1. It says that's inaccurate because it allows mate in 1. And that's a miss because, oh, if I had taken here now, it would have been mate? Yes. If I had taken there now, it would have been mate. Wow. But I didn't checkmate. I moved my knight back, so the king went in the corner, and then I took there. And now it doesn't matter what they do. I had mate on the next turn. Okay. I think my misses and etc. were not that bad here because, as you can see from the graph at the upper right, I just steadily stayed ahead. So I'm not going to feel too bad about this. But it took me longer than in the previous game, even though I had obvious blunders. In one case, like halfway through, gave my opponent a +5 advantage or something. But anyway, thank you for watching this third take of this, my second time playing this bot. Hopefully talking through the thought processes will help some of you lower rated people, and those of you who are at my rating or above, feel free to point some things out that I missed, or give this bot a try, and we'll see you next time.